Hello, and welcome to another monthly lottery. If you're new here and you're not quite sure what's going on, I have the names of everyone who decided to join the lottery in this bowl. And each month I have an event where, such as this, when I pick one randomly and that person receives a reading. If you want to join the next lottery, please check out the description. So, without any further ado, let's see who is going to receive the reading this month. And it's Rachel. Rachel W. Congratulations, Rachel. We're going to get to your reading at the end of this video. But first, let's see the guidance for the week. Okay, so those of you who are not interested in the lottery, the video starts here, and we are going to see what energies we're going to be working with during the upcoming week. And the first card from the Gipsy deck is going to represent the theme of the week. And let's start by seeing what that is. It's quite interesting, actually, because last week we had misfortune, right? And now your luck has changed. This is luck or fortune. So it's quite an interesting turn of events. Let me read the words here. Geluk, bonheur, fortune, strecka, fortuna, zaręcze. Okay. So, what is the nature of your luck here? Let's use the tarot to try and disentangle this topic at hand. So the first question is, what is the nature of your luck? And let's also receive some guidance for the week ahead. All right? The nature of your luck is represented by the Ace of Swords. This is a primarily intellectual card, meaning this is the realm of analytical thought, of strategies and calculations and careful approximations of your working model, of your reality. So usually the sword suit is somewhat of a careful one, and it's not without its ups and downs. But the Ace of Swords is a very special item in this sequence of cards. It's the very first one. It represents number one, or I guess you could look at it as a non-number as well, and more like a portal. The Ace of Swords is the collection of eureka moments that you encounter in your life, when suddenly the puzzle pieces come together and you figure it out. there's an enlightenment, an elucidation of what has previously been covered by darkness. And you are now seeing the light. You are now able to derive the right conclusions. And the discovery, which is born in your mind, opens up new pathways of cognition and of action as well. So further down the line, following an insight such as this, the entirety of your life can change if you take it seriously and if you integrate it properly. But this is to tell you about the nature of your luck this upcoming week. So it's not a gift in the material or physical sense. It's a lucky break in terms of something finally clicking, something finally being understood. And the guidance with the Nine of Pentacles is to stay true to your values and your vision when it comes to the physical material world. The Nine of Pentacles is the agent of strong, independent thinking and action. It is the representative of self-reliance and resilience, which ultimately wins. You don't necessarily need a mediator, an external agent, an external source. You don't need scaffolding in order to grow, in order to be stable, in order to express the wealth and prosperity that resides within. With the Nine of Pentacles, it is apparent that your discovery, the information that actually comes from a source within. So it's not typically externally sourced information. So it's not like someone's giving you the news or anything like that. It's more of an internal recognition, an enlightenment mentally. And so the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that you can utilize this discovery in the best way if you use it to build a path unrelated to the main pathways, the mainstream that many people can access. It is your ability to stand alone and to plan for yourself and to have a mind of your own with unique solutions that is truly going to bring the benefits on this path. So guys, thank you for watching. I wish you a great week. If you'd like, you can stay for Rachel's reading and see if there's something that you can take from it as well. All right, Rachel. So let's see what the cards would like to show you. We are actually going to do a past, present, future reading to get a sense of where you're coming from and where you're going in your situation. So we're going to start with the past, which is relevant past. So those aspects, segments of your past that are enacting upon the present, and near future, so future that is consequential to the present, is the third card. Okay. So by the way, if anyone would like to get a reading such as this, please visit my website and you can book a personal reading with me there. Okay, so past is represented by the Devil, present, the Five of Wands, and the future, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Rachel, I think the previous general reading explains some of the Ace of Swords energy here, so you can relate to that, hopefully. And then there's this struggle. It's like the hidden parts of the iceberg that are now becoming accessible to you. And in our private reading, which obviously I'm not going to give any details about that, but some elements of a struggle with the self are also present. So the past is represented by the Devil. The Devil is perhaps best described as the agent of determinism. When the Devil is present, there's less freedom. Your degrees of freedom are being chipped away at. There's less options. There's less of a sense of spaciousness. There's a sense of addiction or compulsive behaviors. There's a sense of toxicity with the Devil that has a strong effect on the present mood or the atmosphere of the present, which is represented by the Five of Wands. So there's a war. The Five of Wands is telling me that what is going on now is less than pleasant. It's not ideal. You're probably not entirely comfortable with it yourself, but it's almost like a necessary purge. And I can see the relief that the Ace of Swords is bringing in the future. So let me just turn these around so you can see the sequence. So the Devil is pointing to past traumas that have this characteristic of entrapment. So with the Devil, there's always addiction or codependence or some kind of narrowing of the space within which you can operate as a soul. And the Five of Wands is almost like a justified reaction to that constricted, shrinking environment. It's a battle for life. And so the Five of Wands is telling me that you have reached a point where you're no longer happy with, and you're no longer putting up with the rhythm dictated by the Devil. You're no longer accepting the conditions. And so there's conflict. There's a confrontation imminent. And this could also come in the form of pent-up anger being released. It can very easily point to some kind of event, some kind of scene where you are no longer able to be diplomatic, and that's okay. So the Five of Wands actually is incentivizing you, and it's inviting you to release that, to let some of that go, within reason, obviously. But after that fiery release comes the Ace of Swords, the solution, the realization is going to open up the door to a different way of being. So this could be a kind of a micro enlightenment moment where you understand something about your own addictions or your own compulsive attached behaviors that generate a lot of tension and inner pressure. By releasing some of that, you make space for the insights to be born that are going to be very useful to you. So let me actually just draw one more card to give you some guidance on how to move forward. And here's Justice. Okay. So Justice is saying it is a balancing act, what you're involved in. Unwittingly, you are part of this universal mechanism, this cosmic consciousness that is constantly and in a very dynamic way self-correcting. It's seeking balance. It's seeking an equilibrium state. And when there's a situation that angers you and you keep that anger in, that causes an imbalance, because some situations, some people, some actions truly create within us an urge to express rage, and that's okay. That's a natural impediment. It's a natural, I guess, feature of being human, and letting some of that show can be the reflective or corrective mechanism that is necessary, not only for you to feel better, but also to help another align their behavior so that it becomes less extreme. So Justice is asking you to see how, in order to be balanced, not just yourself, but in order for the world to be balanced, there needs to be pushback every now and then. There needs to be some level of healthy and measured aggression to mark your territory, to show another what is right and what is wrong, to teach them that they cannot treat you that way. So it's a very important function of cosmic consciousness that we do this, and you're not doing yourself or other people a service by withholding your anger. So this is basically encouragement for you to express negative feelings when someone is stepping on your toes. So I hope that you enjoy this reading, Rachel, and anybody else who decided to come along with us. Thank you all for watching. See you next week.